very few of my songs are about being in love. I've become known as the falling behind girl. I have a song called Falling Behind, and that's kind of become my reputation. And this is the opposite. So, like, how do you musically describe what it feels like to be in love, but with like a little twist of like anxiety?
This episode is being supported by Tape It, the iPhone recording app made for musicians by musicians.
Lover Girl started when I was on tour in Tokyo, and I was kind of in the very, I was in the beginning of tour where I was like feeling a little bit sad to be away from a certain special someone. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, this is like, how have I become this person, this lover girl? Like, I used to make fun of people like this who were like in distress because they weren't with their boyfriends. And so I wrote a song about everything that was happening and about being on stage and having this moment of hallucination where I'm like, oh my God, is he here? But yeah, it really, I think the reason I wrote it as a bossa nova is because it kind of, I don't know, it felt like this almost sarcastic kind of thought that I was having, like what a curse it is to be a lover girl. Like, it should be a good thing, and it is a good thing, but ultimately it's about loving someone so much and that you start to miss them and it hurts. And that's like, that sucks.
Yeah.
So,
but it's a nice angle, a different kind of angle
yes,
to that subject.
Exactly. And we thought so much about like how we could make this one unique and different than the rest, and also kind of like serve this feeling of like being in love. Very few of my songs are about being in love. I've become known as the falling behind girl. I have a song called Falling Behind, and that's kind of become my reputation. And this is the opposite. So, like, how do you musically describe what it feels like to be in love, but with like a little twist of like anxiety?
I think we need to get into the session and hear all these different things that you created.
Well, let's start with guitar, because that's what Laufey played. A lot of times what we do is guitar and then at least a scratch vocal so we can produce to a vocal. So it would have sounded like this.
The skyscrapers causing vertigo. The countdown begins in Tokyo. 27 days alone.
And so the bed, basically, because she came in with the chord progression, so we would have done this as like a bed to build everything on, right? And then there was this piano idea that ended up being its own character. And it has these chromatic lines that move towards each other. And I think that this is kind of touching onto a bit of that psychosis you're talking about, of like the unease, because it's obviously so sunshiny, but it also has a little bit of this like slightly off, which, that's what chromatics are good for. So then this character of the piano becomes like, comes back right here as a
vertigo. The countdown begins in Tokyo.
So something I think we think a lot about is anytime you have a motif and a character that's established, you got to follow through with it. Like, it's got to develop over the course of the song. And so that remains a character, and it goes high and it goes low.
We talk a lot about leitmotifs.
We do talk a lot about
musical symbols that like come back, and
there's going to be a lot of those in these three songs. So that was a really fun character. And then let's see, we had some percussion. We have some bass. I'm a bass player, so there's always going to be some bass.
Skyscrapers causing vertigo.
Put the bass in there. And then drums.
Countdown begins in Tokyo.
Now, a cool thing about this one is once it gets to the chorus, there's all these percussion layers that really give it like a life.
Reckless fever,
and that's that cross rhythm with the clave. it's kind of basically playing in 3/4 while the song is in 4/4. So it creates this constant tension, which again I think fits into what you're talking about psychologically.
Yes.
Where it makes you want to dance, but it's like an uneasy way. So if you play that with the drums, which are in 4/4, you know, it really, to me, it just makes you immediately want to dance.
Yeah, and it's exactly like what the material of the song is about. It's like you're in love, but something's a little weird. Like you're dancing,
Totally.
but something's a little off.
Yeah, it's like you're dancing, but you can't stop.
You can't
you're
stop,
like, someone help.
Yeah.
Like,
This episode is being supported by our good friends at Tape It, the iPhone app made specifically for musicians. If you, like many of our guests, use voice memos, then as far as we're concerned, switching to Tape It is an obvious choice. It's free, and there are a load of features you won't find on Apple's Voice Memos app, including the ability to record straight from your lock screen, set markers, add notes, include photos of settings, and you can easily import your old voice notes, sync to the cloud, and create shared playlists with co-writers and bandmates. So head to the link below to install the app now. And if you want even more, check out Tape It Pro and use the promo code TAPENOTES to receive a whopping 20% off. And now, back to the episode.
oh, we're missing strings, Laufey.
I know. I was waiting for it, but they honestly,
you were like, what's going on?
No, because they come in the chorus.
Okay, strings. So obviously, I mean, there's always a moment where we're like, is this a string song or not? And 90% of the time, the answer is yes. If anything, like anytime it's not a string song, it's like it's still a string song because it's just a reaction against everything having strings on it. Right. It's either a string song or it's like a vocal song, and most of the time it's both. Okay. So that right there, like those aren't random notes. Like listen to what her vocal does, and then listen to what the strings do. It's all imitation.
I feel like you gotta really isolate the strings, Spencer.
Yeah, absolutely. Innocent enough, and then oh, I think I heard Yunya in there at the end.
So good. Did we add violin? Maybe we did add a little violin.
Yeah, just
my
at
twin
the end
sister's
there,
a violinist,
right?
And she doesn't live in LA, but when she comes to visit, we'll like pop one line of violin onto some of them that need the extra.
Yeah. It's just as needed. It's just as needed. It's like one little thing.
Yeah.
So let's add in the flute and piano and celeste, and see what that. I'm going to put in the vocal too, just so you can kind of hear it with the vocal. Kind of understand the context of what's happening.
School movie, dream at the shows, you'll come running to me. Think I see you in the wings, but I'm hallucinating. What a reckless
And then we're back into the
fever.
dance. Because forget about it. Who cares that I'm losing my mind? I'm just going to enjoy this moment, right?
It's like sarcastic, yeah.
Yeah, and I think what you were saying about like what better way to dance through your craziness, I think there's a bit of that on this album, like the juxtaposition of like the most beautiful sound you've ever heard, but there's like this underpinning of like chaos and then vice versa. Okay, well that's Lover Girl. I mean, we have another chorus and then we end it with our tag.
Yes, it is to be a lover girl.
And then the flute goes down an octave just to give it a final button. And that's Lover Girl.